Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gendera. I'm Gerwin, and tonight we're going to be having a listen to the fabulous Katie Larkin. She is a passionate health and nutrition coach and a 5-star master with Sisel International. She's been a Sisel distributor since 2011, so she's got over 14 years' experience. Her mission is to help you and me and your loved ones wake up feeling healthier and happier every day. So we're going to have a listen to a recording that was made last night that Kay shared. I had a slight technical glitch, so hence the reason why I'm redoing it now. So we will bring that in now. Oh, sorry, just having... You've got to love technical glitches, don't you? I'll get it in a second. Just got to get it up on the screen. Where is it? I had it all organized, but then technology, you got to love it. It just isn't always your friend. So let's have a listen to Katie.
Hey, welcome. Thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to get on this call. So we're just on 8:30, just about to get started. And I'll share the first slide here. Okay, great. So we've got a fantastic topic tonight, and this information hopefully will be really helpful to you, motivate and inspire you. So we will be talking about a product called Sisel Ript tonight, but a little bit about myself. My name is Katie Larkin. I'm a health and nutrition coach, and I've been with Sisel since 2011, so quite some time. And the reason I joined Sisel was because I fell in love with the Mower mission, and I was also looking for a solution for my father, who developed early onset Alzheimer's, and I was looking at possible causes for his illness. And I discovered that toxins and nutrition obviously were a big factor potentially contributing. And a lady had left a toxic guide at the gym, and I picked that up and thought this looked interesting and gave the number a call, and she came around and presented the information. And I was really impressed with Tom Mower's company, his manufacturing, and the mission and the safety of the products. But at the time, I thought perhaps I could get the products a little cheaper elsewhere. So I did think, oh, I'll think on it. About a week later, I called her back, and I'd had time to think about it. And I realized it was going to be quite difficult to sort of shop around trying to save a few dollars here or there when I had found and discovered this company that produced all these great products, and it was sort of a one-stop shop. So I thought I better give it a go, and ordered some products, including the toothpaste for my father, and was really impressed with the products. And then thought, wow, these products are really fantastic. And then asked, well, maybe I could get them for free. How could I do that? And so that's kind of how my journey started with Tom's previous company. And that's why I'm here today still following the Mower mission. And I know that many of you on the call are here for the same reason. So tonight we've got a great topic, and we really want to share some information about how to keep muscle as you age and why it's so important. And then what sort of product or lifestyle things can you actually do to support your muscle as you age. So as we age, we lose muscle mass, and the older we get, the faster we lose it. You can see on this slide here that we've got a 23-year-old man, a picture of his leg, and a 70-year-old man, 78-year-old man, and you can see the comparison in the muscle. And I'll go to a better slide in a minute on that. It's just to kind of get you thinking about how much muscle do you actually lose as you age. But before I talk about any products tonight, I do want to put a disclaimer to say that none of the information or products discussed tonight are designed to treat, prevent, cure, or diagnose any illness. And if you are unwell, please do consult your healthcare professional before taking supplements. And none of the information in this presentation has been evaluated by the FDA. So I talked a little bit about how I found Tom's company, which was, of course, New Ways when he first began. And Tom continued on the mission with the company Sisel. So Sisel was founded in 2006, and the company is completely debt-free. They're primarily a research and development company. So they research the research, and they use the best of science and nature to create formulas and develop the products themselves. So they use the vehicle of network marketing to share the products. And there's no shareholders, so this is really great because they don't have to worry about making money for shareholders. The really main aim of the company is to produce really high quality products that underpin the Mower mission, and that is to inform, educate, and empower people about making healthy lifestyle choices, avoiding potentially harmful ingredients and toxins in personal care, and enjoying improved health through nutritional support. So the company is protected by a dynasty trust, and you can see in this picture here, we've got Caden Mower on the right and Thomas Mower on the left, or Tom Mower. That's Tom Mower Jr.'s son. He's there in the middle, and then you've got Liesl Mower. So the Mowers, really passionate about the mission, and they've created a dynasty trust to protect the company. So we know it's going to be around a long time. It has been, as I said, since 2006, so it's not going anywhere. And you can buy direct from the manufacturer. So they also own the Supernaturals manufacturing facility. And this facility was actually purpose-built for Sisel. And I was very fortunate to be able to visit the facility about a month or so ago, and very impressed with the quality of the manufacturing and how much detail and effort goes into producing these products, from sourcing all the raw ingredients, checking for contaminants, heavy metals, making sure that the product's ingredients are effective in terms of their potency, using a method called liquid chromatography. So they're very thorough, and they're a CGMP manufacturer, so certified good manufacturing practice. And so they just have a really high quality process, and the mission and passion to underpin it all. So this is a really unique thing about Sisel, and I really haven't heard of any other company quite like them. So as I mentioned before, we were talking about muscle loss. So you can see this slide here is a little bit more clear. So you can see the 23-year-old man's leg versus the 78-year-old. And you can see the muscle has diminished significantly. There's a lot less muscle. You can see the femur bone in the middle of that leg and the black rings around it, and the muscle shaded grey, and the fat there is white. So things start to change as we age, and we do lose muscle. There's a condition called sarcopenia, and as people get older, they start to lose strength and mass, and that's the condition sarcopenia, and it's defined by age-related loss of muscle mass and strength, and it's a main factor contributing to frailty. Unfortunately, it actually shortens your life, and it affects many individuals, and it also affects, obviously, muscle strength. It's due to really aging. So as we age, our cells start to wear out. And in fact, we start to age around 25 for sort of men, 23 a little bit earlier for women. And this is where the body cannot repair itself faster than the damage is happening, and things slowly start to wear out over time. And as we age, our immune system's not functioning as well as it used to, our muscle, our metabolism, and all these things. So we really want to first identify what's going on, and then look at how can we actually improve this? How can we make things better for ourselves as we age, so it's not so difficult? So you really want to look at doing everything you can to preserve your muscle mass, because it affects your gait and your balance, so how you walk, your balance, and it also affects your overall ability to be able to perform daily tasks. So, your quality of life. So muscle cannot be understated, the importance of it. And also just not having enough muscle can result in pain. If you don't have enough muscle to move and do activities that you need to do with your daily life, it's actually painful. So we really want to preserve that muscle as we age. So we've got a few slides here to highlight this, that from the age of 40, adults lose about 8% of their muscle per decade. The rate of muscle loss from the age of 40 is about 8%. And by the time you're 70, it's about 15%, so it increases. So this can actually be reversed. So 15 years of decline in muscle strength among 75-year-olds can actually be reversed in 3 months by carrying out strength and balance training. So hopefully today, if nothing else, after you've listened to tonight's information, you're a little bit more motivated to kind of get out and do some more things and look after your muscle, improve your strength and fitness. So the impact of sarcopenia, it actually affects 60% of 80-year-olds and over, and 25% of 65-year-olds. So why is muscle mass so important? So we've touched on a few of these already this evening. So loss of mobility. If you don't have the muscle, then you can't really get around and do things. Just being able to squat down, pick something up off the floor, being able to get out of a chair easily, being able to reach for things, that really requires you to be quite mobile. And when we lose our muscle, we become quite frail. We're now at increased risk of having a fall. And I had a family member just this week had a fall, and obviously that's really concerning. As someone gets older, they're more likely to have a fall, but it's much harder to recover. So one of the best things you can do to mitigate falls is to look after your muscle, make sure that you're maintaining it and trying to work on your strength and also your balance. The other thing that impacts the muscle loss, or how it impacts your health, is it actually slows your metabolism. So if you've got less muscle, you don't need as many calories, and so your calorie requirements are lower. And if you keep eating the same amount of food with not as much muscle, you'll gain weight more quickly. So this is sort of has a compounding effect. And as we age, especially women, as they get into menopause, metabolism can slow down a little bit, or it actually slows down more around the age of 60, but it does slow down. And so we really want to focus on, exercise, maintaining that muscle. So if we have a slower metabolism, obviously we're going to gain weight more easily. So we want to look after that muscle. The other thing people don't consider is actually, if you don't have much muscle, it impacts your immune system. Having a good amount of muscle in your body is key for the immune function. We've mentioned that calorie intake is lower, so you can't eat as much food. And if you do, you will gain body fat. So it's sort of like a bit of a vicious circle there. And in fact, as we get older, we need to put more effort into looking after ourselves. So higher muscle mass may help keep the immune system functional, as I'd mentioned. And it's scientists at the German Cancer Research Center say they have now found evidence in mice that skeletal muscles help to keep the immune system functional in chronic diseases. So that was a study that came out in 2020. So also, as we get older, we start to increase the risk of having a fall, and these are for all the reasons we've just discussed. So, as you get older, you want to mitigate the possibility of having a fall and look after yourself. And falls actually result in many admissions into the emergency. And really, you can have a fall at any age. Look, you don't need to be, 50, 60 or 70, 80. Young people can have a fall too, and that can be quite serious. So we want to reduce the risk of us having a fall. And so this is where taking care of our muscle and our balance is really important. So carrying out strength and balance exercise and activities 2 or more times a week can greatly reduce your chance of suffering from a fall. But actually, not many people are aware of this. They say only 41% are aware of this over the age of 70. So we want to look at the things that we can do. So 3 ways to preserve muscle as you age. One is you want to maintain an active lifestyle. This is really important. As people kind of get older, they might spend more time, and even young people actually, spending a lot of time in front of the TV, playing games, a lot of time sitting, driving, at work, just not moving enough. So obviously that starts to decrease your muscle mass. You also want to eat sufficient amount of protein. Having protein at each meal is really important to maintain muscle. And if you're not getting enough protein, your muscle, can't sustain itself. And the other thing is looking at supplementing with amino acids, as well as potentially protein, a protein supplement. So we're going to talk about the amino acid supplement here shortly. So the other factors that contribute, I'll just go back up here. So factors that contribute to muscle loss. So if you consider that 2 to 3 weeks of decreased walking and regular activity is enough to decrease your muscle mass and strength. And I learned this actually last week, was kind of highlighted. So as I mentioned, a family member has had a fall. And it's really important that the physio comes in not long after, the surgery to get people up and moving. And the main reason for that is that if you stay in bed after surgery, what quickly starts to happen is you lose muscle strength and muscle mass in your legs. And if you stay in bed long enough and don't get up and start moving, it won't be long, and particularly if you're older, it won't be long before you won't have enough strength or muscle in your legs to actually get up and walk. And then that becomes even more difficult and harder to get back. So it's really important. That's why they do tend to get people up after surgery as quickly as they can to get them moving so they can get them on the road to recovery. So that's kind of interesting information there. And then eating low calorie or low protein diets actually becomes quite common as people age. And this is due to a number of factors, including changes in taste buds. So as we age, we maybe don't taste food as much as we did when we were younger. People start to have potentially problems with their teeth and gums and swallowing. So they're not really desire to eat as much food because it's not as enjoyable. And then, of course, if you have challenges with shopping or cooking, again, now you've got more challenges with, eating enough with your diet. So to prevent muscle loss, scientists actually recommend having around 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. And this is really key too. So if you're listening to the recording or you're on the call tonight and you are looking at ways to improve your weight or manage your weight, having protein at each meal is a really good start. Obviously with sufficient amount of fiber in there as well. So looking at activities such as, dancing, Tai Chi, yoga, those activities too can help improve your balance and it can reduce your risk of having a fall. And, at the very least, getting out, doing gardening, carrying your groceries, things like this helps to improve muscle strength. Ideally, what we want to be doing is some sort of resistance or weight training 2 days a week, regardless of age. And of course, some people have injuries and really can't do that. So then they need to look at other activities that they can do and incorporate into their lifestyle under the care of a healthcare professional. So there's a functional muscle test you can do. I thought I'd add this in just for some fun. So it's called the sitting test. And what you do is you get a chair and you sit in the chair with your back touching it. And then what you do is you stand from the seated position, counting out loud every repetition. So every time you stand up. And the idea is to do 5 repetitions from sit to stand. And so the scoring, there's scores. So if you're between 60 and 69, it typically takes someone 11.4 seconds to do this. 70 to 79, 12.6, and 80 to 89, 14.8. But, being able to sit in a chair and get up easily, is very important, obviously, for mobility and also maintaining muscle in your legs too. Obviously, if you're listening to the call and you've got injuries, that's going to be a challenge. So now let's talk about protein sources and muscle. So proteins are made up of building blocks called amino acids, and there's about 20 different amino acids that link together in different combinations. Your body uses them to make new proteins, such as muscle and bone, and other compounds, such as enzymes and hormones. It can also use protein and amino acids as an energy source. Some are actually made by your body. There's 11 of these that are known as non-essential amino acids, and there are 9 amino acids that your body cannot make, and they're known as essential amino acids. And you need enough of these in your diet so your body can function. So Sisel have brought out a product called Sisel Ript. I'm going to talk a little bit about the features and benefits of this product, and then I'll share a few testimonials, and we'll finish with a very short recording. We'll hear from Thomas talking about the Sisel Ript formula and what makes it different, because there's plenty of products out there that you can get for muscle support. So what is the point of difference with this particular product? So Sisel Ript provides the most efficient ratio of essential amino acids needed for muscle protein synthesis. So muscle protein synthesis, our muscles rebuild and regrow through this process. Amino acids are the building blocks for this process and are produced by our body as it needs them. However, essential amino acids cannot be produced. That's why they're called essential, and they must be included in our diet for our bodies to use them to build protein. So unlocking the power of these amino acids. So there is a renowned scientist called Dr. Robert Wolfe, and he's actually spent millions of dollars and decades of his life researching the perfect ratio. And after several successful human trials, he and his team finally cracked the synthesis code. His groundbreaking discovery led to the creation of Sisel Ript, and it's a patented formula. And so Sisel, this one particular product that Sisel produce, we can actually make claims on it. It is clinically proven. And it's proven to provide superior muscle growth, regeneration, and conditioning. So based on the multi-million-dollar study, SiselRipt is able to provide the most efficient ratio of essential amino acids. So these are the ones that you need on a daily basis. And if you don't get them, your body will just take them, break down muscle and take them from other places if it can't get access to them. So one 3.6 serving offers more support for muscle growth in larger doses than many other muscle building products on the market. This is a unique aspect of this product. So branch chain amino acids are one of the most important factors also for muscle development, and they increase the rate of protein synthesis while reducing the rate of protein degradation, so breaking down muscle, particularly when you're in a resting state. So essentially, it helps to improve muscle growth when working out and limit how quickly your muscles break down when you're not working out. So why is the need for then the perfect ratio? So essential amino acids are derived from the nutrients we consume. So as I mentioned, if we have too few, our body will steal from other sources like brain, intestines, and organs. And also if we have too many, it can hinder muscle growth and repair. So SiselRipt has 3 effective amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which are crucial for muscle maintenance, growth, and repair. It contains a 0 calorie sweetener. It's got stevia in there. And it offers a state-of-the-art way for your body to repair and grow muscle. So I've actually used this product too myself. So a little bit about my background too. I've done fitness competitions with the Australian Natural Bodybuilding. And I used this product leading up until my competition. And when you do those sort of competitions, the goal is really to increase muscle mass at the same time as dropping body fat. So it's it can be a bit challenging because you need the sufficient amount of amino acids and protein, and you can have a good amount of food, but it has to be food that's not really going to gain body fat. So that would typically be a lot of fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and some fat. So I've done that type of competitions before, and I found this product to be very effective myself, and really impressed with the results of this particular product. And I'll show you a couple of testimonials in a moment. So if you're just a person who's looking to improve muscle mass to go to the gym, if you're someone who's been through surgery, you're trying to recover, this is a great product, and it's really for everyone. As mentioned, it contains the essential amino acids that are needed for muscle growth. The other thing that's unique about this product, Tom will talk about it in the last 5 minutes. So we've got a testimonial here. You can see remarkable results in 8 weeks. This is from Tim. So her friend Eleanor, his son started using SiselRipt, and he's a teenager. So a lot of teenagers can have trouble with gaining muscle, particularly when they've got a high metabolic rate, they're doing a lot of exercise, and they're not, depending on their body type, it can be tricky for them to build muscle. He was really happy with the progress with using SiselRipt, and he was using 1 pack daily for about 2 months. He has been lifting weights and strength training, and was doing the maximum weights set by the strength coach, also running cross country. So he was really happy with the results of being able to gain muscle. And actually, Sandy, if you're on the call, which I think you did come on the call, if you wouldn't mind unmuting yourself and just sharing a bit about this testimony, which of course is your son. And I know you've got some great information about how it's helped improve other aspects of his health.
Hi, Katie. Yeah, this is my son, Jade. He has always had a lot of trouble putting on weight and was always around the 48 kilos. He started using the SiselRipt and had tried a lot of other products to put weight on, but never could keep the weight on. So he actually was using 3 packets a day and went from 48 kilos to 73 kilos. He sometimes sits around 76 kilos as well. So he goes up and down a little bit, but he still maintains that weight. So he doesn't lose it. So he still takes roughly 2 a day, and he's still maintaining the weight. Like I say, quite often he just loses weight so easy. It's everybody's dream. But he wants to be big. So, it's really helped him in that way. And also he suffered really bad eczema, and it really helped clear the eczema up on his scalp after his 17 brain surgeries. There was obviously a lot of nerve damage done there, and it really helped to clear that up. So fantastic product. Yeah, we love it.
Fantastic. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks for jumping on. Okay, and this is a testimonial that was shared via email today. So if you're getting the testimonial story of the week, you may have read this email already. But this is a testimonial from Kate, and she was going home on Tuesday. She did 2 sessions with a physio today, and he said that she was doing fabulous. He keeps asking about her pain level, and she kept saying it was under 1. And he finds it hard to believe, and so do I. So really, this is an example of how SiselRipt supported Kate in recovery from surgery. And yeah, so it's certainly a product worth trying and adding to your regime. So we're going to finish off tonight with a 5-minute clip from Thomas. He's going to kind of bring it all together for you and cover the key highlights, and then we'll finish up. So let's hear what Thomas has to say.
Hey, Thomas Mower, Global Operations Manager. I wear many hats, so that's just kind of my title, but I have the pleasure of being able to talk about my favorite product. I'm a little bit biased about this because I helped to develop this product and bring it to market. When I finished my degree in human biology up at the Utah State University, my dad decided to get my feet wet, and he handed me all this research on amino acids and said, go for it, and if it looks like it's going to be a viable product, let's bring it to market. And that's how we came up with the idea of SiselRipt. SiselRipt is an incredible formula. There are over 25 and counting human clinical studies just on this specific blend of amino acids. SiselRipt offers a state-of-the-art way for you to grow, repair, and maintain your muscles. I remember a quote when I was doing all of this research that said, the quality of your life can simply be determined by the quality of your muscles. This is not just intended for those that are hitting the gym for 2 to 3 hours a day. This could be as simple as, in the words of my grandpa would say, I can grow muscles by changing the channel on the remote while watching TV. This patented formula creates a long-term muscle health in mind. SiselRipt is designed to support your optimal muscle protein synthesis. With more than $20 million, and I'm going to include and counting because there's more research being done, and 25 human clinical trials, this unique patented formula has been clinically proven to provide superior muscle growth, regeneration, and conditioning. Our muscles rebuild and regrow through a process called muscle protein synthesis. Amino acids are the building blocks for this process, but not all amino acids are equal. Your body easily produces most of the amino acids needed, but some are called essential amino acids, meaning they must be consumed in your diet to build usable proteins for your body. Scientists have determined that the efficiency of muscle protein synthesis is dependent on the ratio of essential amino acids, also known as EAAs, involved in the synthesis. If the ratio is too high, the oxidation can occur. If the ratio is too low, then the body cannibalizes the EAAs from the muscles or organs, or in other words, it steals from other areas of your body. Branch chain amino acids are some of the most important factors in muscle development. They increase the rate of protein synthesis while reducing the rate of protein degradation while you're in a state of rest. Essentially, they improve the muscle growth while working out. They limit how quickly your muscles break down and when you're not exercising. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine are 3 crucial amino acids for muscle maintenance, growth, and repair to help increase natural energy and endurance. In the proper ratio, they provide the means for your body to build mass efficiently without compromising muscle integrity. But while these amino acids occur and exist naturally, they're rarely consumed in an efficient ratio, let alone an optimized one. To truly unlock the power of these amino acids, renowned scientist and researcher Dr. Robert Wolfe spent millions of dollars in research and decades of his life to discover this patented ratio of amino acids. After 25 human clinical trials and counting, the synthesis code was finally cracked. His groundbreaking discovery led to the creation of SiselRipt, a patented, clinically proven formula for maximum muscle health. Based on all of these studies, SiselRipt provides a highly efficient ratio of essential amino acids needed for muscle protein synthesis. Just one serving offers more support for muscle growth than larger doses of other muscle building products. Sisel maximizes SiselRipt's nutritional content, providing enhanced muscle growth and support throughout your daily routine, regardless of the amount of exercise that you perform. By using and incorporating SiselRipt in your life, we can guarantee up to a 3 times greater anabolic response, up to 3 times greater net gain of muscle protein, improved muscle strength, improved overall muscle quality. It is all clinically proven and supported with more than 25 human clinical trials. Like we always say here at Sisel, we do it right, we follow the science, but don't just trust us, try us.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. 3 times muscle gain. So that's worth trying. And you could imagine how valuable that would be for somebody who is perhaps recovering from surgery or has had an injury and really needs support with maintaining that muscle because they can't really move around very much. So this product would be extremely valuable for them. So thanks for viewing this information today. And if you've got any questions, please get back to the person who invited you to watch this information. So thanks. Have a great night and a great week. I look forward to you getting on the next call. Thanks a lot.
So I hope you.
Katie, that was really great.
Oh,
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, Katie.
Thanks, everyone.
lots of really grateful people listening in on
Much appreciated.
that
Katie,
session.
thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it.
I love Katie to bits. She's just such a sweetheart. And it has just been a fantastic amount of information that we've just gotten to learn all about this fantastic product called Sisel Ript. And the Sisel website is actually in the process of changing, and it is also going to be on the ground in Australia very shortly. So it's going to make it a lot easier for us to order. And I'm hoping it's going to be in Australian dollars. But at the moment, this is the Sisel website. It's www.sisel.net.net/Gendera is the link for my, it's my referral code. So you come in and you can click on shop, or if you're on a mobile, just go straight to fitness. So you can go to fitness and scroll down, and there's lots of information in here. We've got some lovely electrolyte products, as well as some fantastic products for balancing out your blood sugar, and a whole program to help with weight loss and weight maintenance. The Turn and Burn products are fantastic. I'm not currently using them myself because I've got a few challenges that I need to deal with first. The Sisel Lean, you've got vanilla and a chocolate. But tonight, Katie was talking about the Sisel Ript, which is available in a number of different packs, including you can get it on its own, or in pack of 2 or a pack of 6. So this is the preferred customer pricing. If you want to get it at 10% discount, you can open up a wholesale account. So you just come over to join, you select which market you're in. Sisel's in lots of different countries, and they are getting very close to, as I said, opening up the Australian on the ground products, which will be fantastic. So you just click join as a distributor. They're actually also about to bring in build your own starter packs, so you can actually pick 350 PV products worth of order and be able to just build your own up. And the Wealth Builder packs are incredibly great value. My personal favorite is the Hit the Ground Running pack. Starting this group of products, I noticed a significant improvement in my energy. And with the Graves' disease, I have an autoimmune disease that affects my thyroid quite badly. And I was dragging myself out of bed at 11 o'clock in the morning and still being a zombie for an hour. After 5 days using these products, I noticed a significant improvement, and I was awake at a reasonable hour, and I was awake. Not only that, I was also using the personal care products and the home care products, which are down here a bit further. It's a bit hard to see that. But my psoriasis cleared up in 2 days. No, 2 weeks, sorry, not 2 days, 2 weeks. So you click one of those products, add it to your little basket, or you can get one of the Wealth Builder packs are available for the first 30 days of being with Sisel. So you put in your details, make sure you click that you'd like to find out when specials and promotions are happening, and you put in whatever you want to have for your promo code for your Sisel website, and go from there. Just go, I agree, I'm not a robot, continue. You'll then have an option to add more things to your basket. This is changing shortly with a new website coming out, so I'll do further updates then. The other really great benefit with Sisel is the loyalty rewards program that they've got. Just for ordering your own products, you actually get coupon vouchers to buy products with. So after ordering your products 4 months consecutively, if your orders are between 100 to 199 a month, you're going to get a 5% discount for that back as a voucher to be able to spend on products from Sisel. 200 to 299, you get 6%, and if you spend 300 plus a month, you'll get 8%. Personally, I find it difficult to keep under that, but that's another story. I've got 3 people in my family that I'm buying products for, so we go through them fairly quickly. And yeah, I actually just got I got $140 odd worth of products for free as commission, and that's US dollars. Plus, I also got a $250 product voucher, which is also US dollars. So, happy little camper. I was able to order some Brain Vitality. Very excited about this, seeing what effect it has. But yeah, and I'm thinking I'm going to add in the Sisel Ript when I go to my taekwondo and aqua aerobics, and looking at a few other options as well. But it's a fantastic loyalty rewards program, and there's also business opportunity as well. So if you're wanting to earn some money, you can do that as well. If you know some products people that you think might benefit from it, and who's not going to? We all need to keep our muscle mass to improve the quality of our life. I know after I broke my leg, I'm still trying to recover from that. So I'm actually going to start using this product when I get back. So probably beginning of September, I'll start using this product. I might actually start using it while I'm away. I might just do that. So yeah, really, really excited about this information. I hope you found it really helpful. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below, or send me an email or message me on WhatsApp or whatever. But I hope you found that helpful and useful, and I will catch you in the comments. And remember, let's make a difference together, because we're either green and growing or we're ripe and rotting, and I encourage people to continue learning each and every day. So yeah, I hope you've had a fantastic day and you've really enjoyed this information and found it really helpful. I know I have. You have a great day. Bless you.